cheat in this series. I'm going to do my best to be detailed in these tutorials and thorough, just so you understand what's going on and you can learn something. At the end of every video, you can go down to the description and click on the link to gamereversal.club and check out the code for the video and also download what we made in the video so you can mess around with it. There's going to be a new episode every week. For all of you watching later in time, down in the description there'll be a playlist with all the episodes in the series so you can watch all the episodes without having to search for each one. Before we jump right into coding, I'd like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers a subscription-based plan that gives its members access to a wide variety of educational courses. Skillshare has many topics to learn, such as, but not limited to, video production, web development, and programming. Skillshare's high-quality courses and videos make learning a new topic easy. Skillshare members get access to thousands of high-quality classes with hands-on projects and feedback from a community of millions. If you're like me and enjoy film, you might enjoy the fundamentals of DSLR photography taught by Justin Briggs. Or you might enjoy picking up a new programming language on Skillshare. Start your 2020 year off right, whether you're advanced in a topic or dabbling in a new field. Skillshare has classes that can fit your learning style and schedule. Skillshare is incredibly affordable with an annual subscription that's less than $10 a month. Learn something new this year. Click the link in the description to get 2 free months of premium membership and explore your creativity. Before getting into coding, I would highly recommend disabling Valve anti-cheat VAC just to develop safely because you don't know what's going to happen. It'd even be best to just make a second Steam account since CSGO is free just to test on and all of that. Another thing I'd recommend doing is going into the CSGO settings and turning off raw input. This is just because we're going to be using the set cursor function and it might cause some errors. Alright, let's get into the coding. Feel free to follow along on gamereversal.club with the code there. You're going to need to install Visual Studios if you don't have it already. Get Visual Studios Community 2019 if you don't already have it. I'm using 2017, but it really doesn't matter. We're going to make a new empty project, and we want to check to make sure we're using a multi-byte character set, and that we're also on debug as x86, not x64. And I made 2 files here, one for the main.cpp, and one called offsets, and it's a header file where we'll just store all of our offsets for easy access. Now I'm actually using Haze Dumper, and I'm going to copy and paste all the offsets and put them in here. And next I'm just going to do the Control F to find and replace where it says the variable and replace that with hashtag define. And I'm going to turn all these offsets into defines just because it's easier that way, and that's the format that's best for a header. Now you can get these offsets on the Haze Dumper, and sometimes it takes a few days for it to update when CSGO does update, or you can dump offsets yourself. I just prefer to go to Haze Dumper because I really don't access CSGO that much. Alright, let's head back over to our main file, and we're going to be including our preprocessor directives right here. This is just simple stuff. Windows is mainly for reading and writing memory and just accessing stuff related to applications. And we're also going to include the offsets.h header, which we just made, so we can reference it. Now right here I'm actually making 2 constant integers, where it's just going to store the value of our screen width and height. This is going to be used for later just for calculating the aimbot. Feel free to slow down the video if it's going too fast for you, but right here we're going to start declaring our global variables just so we can access them later in the main, the int main, which is the main loop that runs. This first part of the video is mainly going to be just defining all of our variables and functions just to make all of the code simpler from when we finally do start coding an int main. On screen I will have little comments just explaining what I'm doing, just in addition to the voiceover. Alright, so this first function is the get module base address. Feel free to get that off of gamereversal.club if you don't want to type it out. The next one is going to be a RPM template. RPM stands for read process memory, and that's just going to be a template to make the whole using the read process memory function easier.